Have you ever felt trapped in the chains of life? Have you found yourself in situations where you felt bound by circumstances, shackled by fear, or imprisoned by doubt? Moments when the weight of the world seems to restrain you from moving forward? I want to speak to you today about something incredibly powerful. Trust in God to break every chain of bondage. Each one of us faces challenges, moments where we feel like we're caught in a never-ending struggle. But let me assure you, my friends, there's hope. There's a way out. Trusting in the divine power of God can set you free from the chains that hold you captive. In the depth of life's struggles, it's natural to question why we face these trials. Doubts may cloud our minds, and we may wonder if we are alone in our battles. However, it's precisely in these moments that we need to strengthen our trust in God. Reflect on past instances where His intervention or guidance was evident. Remember those instances where the impossible became possible through faith. Hold on to these moments as beacons of hope, testaments to God's unwavering presence in our lives. It's in these reflections that we find the courage to face current challenges and trust that God's power knows no limits. Our belief in His ability to break every chain becomes firmer as we acknowledge His past acts of deliverance. Life is unpredictable. It throws us curveballs, testing our patience, our strength, and our faith. We encounter situations that seem insurmountable, creating barriers that hinder our progress. But in these moments, when we feel confined, when our spirits are burdened, remember this: God's love is a beacon of hope that can break any chain. Trusting in the Almighty doesn't guarantee a life without obstacles, but it provides the strength to face them head on. It's a belief that there's a purpose behind every struggle, a lesson to be learned in every trial. God doesn't promise a trouble-free journey, but He assures us that we won't face it alone. Trusting in God doesn't imply passivity or the absence of effort on our part. It's not about sitting back and expecting miracles to happen without any action. Instead, it's about aligning our actions with our faith. It's taking steps forward, even when the path seems uncertain, knowing that God walks beside us. It's about seeking His wisdom, guidance, and strength as we strive to break free from the chains that bind us. Pray, seek counsel, and take practical steps toward change. Whether it's seeking help for an addiction, making amends for past mistakes, or altering negative thought patterns, our faith empowers us to take positive action, believing that God will meet us in our efforts and lead us to freedom. Sometimes the chains we carry aren't physical. They're emotional, spiritual, or mental. They could be addictions that bind us, habits that enslave us, or thoughts that imprison us in negativity. But I want to remind you today that God's power knows no bounds. With unwavering faith, you can break free from the strongest of chains. Trusting in God means surrendering our doubts, fears, and worries, believing that He is greater than any obstacle we face. It's about finding solace in the fact that there's a plan far beyond our understanding, a plan that leads to freedom. Often the chains that hold us captive are rooted in fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or fear of rejection. These fears can paralyze us, preventing us from stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing the change needed for our liberation. But faith in God is the antidote to fear. It's understanding that God's love casts out all fear and provides us with the courage to confront our deepest anxieties. When we trust in His plan, fear diminishes, and we find the strength to break free from the shackles that hinder our progress. Embrace faith as the weapon to combat fear, knowing that God's love empowers us to overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. When you feel trapped in the darkness of despair, remember that God is the light that shines through. In moments of hopelessness, cling to the belief that He has the power to turn your situation around. Trusting God to break chains requires patience, perseverance, and unwavering faith. It's about letting go of control and placing your trust in a higher power, understanding that His timing is perfect, even when it doesn't align with our own. Trust in God isn't a one-time decision. It's a continuous journey. There may be moments when doubts creep in again, when circumstances seem bleak and it feels easier to give up. But it's during these times that we must cling even tighter to our faith. Strengthen your trust through prayer, meditation, and seeking spiritual guidance. Surround yourself with a supportive community of faith that uplifts and encourages you. Recall stories of perseverance and triumph over adversity found in scriptures or shared by others. These reinforcements fortify our faith, reminding us that even in our weakest moments, God remains steadfast, ready to break every chain and set us free. Perhaps you've been grappling with an addiction, feeling like it's an unbreakable shackle weighing you down. Or maybe it's the chains of past mistakes that haunt your present, preventing you from embracing the future. Remember, God's grace is boundless. He offers forgiveness, redemption, and a fresh start to all who seek it. Trust Him to break those chains and lead you into a life of freedom and purpose. Trusting God to break chains requires patience, an unwavering belief that His timing is perfect, even when it seems delayed or different from our expectations. It's acknowledging that while we might desire immediate deliverance, God's plan unfolds according to His divine wisdom. Embrace patience as a virtue, understanding that it's an integral part of the journey toward freedom. Trusting in God's timing doesn't mean passively waiting, but actively hoping and preparing for the breakthrough that lies ahead. Cultivate patience as you navigate the challenges, knowing that the longer wait often leads to a more profound transformation and a stronger, unbreakable faith. Even when the storms of life rage on and the chains seem unyielding, hold on to your faith. Have faith that God's power is working behind the scenes, orchestrating events for your good. Trust that every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth, resilience, and ultimately, triumph. Your circumstances may seem overwhelming, but they are never too much for the Almighty. In our pursuit of freedom from chains, it's crucial to keep an open heart and mind. Sometimes the breakthrough we seek may not come in the package we expect. It might arrive in the form of inner peace amidst turmoil, a renewed sense of purpose, or unexpected opportunities for growth. Stay receptive to the signs and blessings along the way. Trust that God works in mysterious ways, and His plans far exceed our limited understanding. Embrace the journey, staying attuned to the lessons, blessings, and revelations that come as you trust in God's power to break every chain of bondage. So, my dear friends, as we journey through life's complexities, let's anchor our trust in God. Let's believe that He has the power to break every chain of bondage. Let's surrender our fears, our doubts, and our insecurities at His feet, knowing that He is our ultimate source of strength and freedom. May your faith be the key that unlocks the chains holding you back, leading you to a life filled with hope, joy, and unwavering trust in the divine power that guides us all. Trust in God's plan, for in His time every chain will be broken, and you will emerge stronger than ever before.